Okay, today I want to share something. It is not out there for past at least 100 years. How do I know it? So am I boasting? No, I can show you evidence. You will not find what I'm going to share with you anywhere else in Asia. Okay. So the reason I get you guys here is because for past 2-3 weeks of torture, you guys know what is the difference between you think how to aware and the awareness, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's different levels.
And it's hard work. It's hard work. It's not something magical that happens like this.
What is the difference? What is the difference? The reason for that is that I want the audience to know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, one will not know what I'm talking about because they think they know, but they don't. So how can you make the whoever watch this YouTube that the difference between what you think awareness before and now?
For me, I can tell you for me is like, I've always, like for the past couple of years, I've been preaching to my students, check your body out in the morning and do all that stuff. I mean, that's something I've been preaching for years. But the difference is, I really started paying more attention. I was kind of going through it. You know, it was a routine, not, you know what I mean? It was more of a routine versus really trying to explore and learn my foot again. Really, you know, it's not like I didn't do it, but I pay more attention. I'm feeling the joints loose, waiting for the muscle to release, you know, versus go, oh, it's tight, and just, you know, just kind of observing it and not trying to manipulate it. And that's kind of the stuff I was doing before, was more manipulation versus just waiting to see what it wants to do and trying to find the natural state versus what someone has told me to do, which I found very cool.
So it is like instead of listen quietly on what other people is talking, in this place is your body. You keep in talk when other people is talking. Right.
Right.
So, well, for me, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, it was all this structure-based training that didn't let me get awareness, real awareness of my body. Because the way I used to train was I have to use my mind to scan everything and get stuck into that thought process. Moreover than that, even if my body was screaming in pain, I didn't listen to it. I just tried to ignore the pain and go on with what I did. So I have to do that angle, that structure, and that so on. But without listening to what my body is saying, my body was telling me, Joe, I'm in pain. You have to do something else. No, I have to ignore it and go on with what I did. So that's a huge different paradigm from what I used to do.
Okay. So what I'm going to share with you guys and the world, number one, this channel is for educations and culture. And so we base on history, by evidence, we speak by evidence and with science. And this channel is only for that. The reason for that is because we want to solve problem. It's not that we just want to go around and around. And for example, like you guys both now know that it is not like other people talk, we keep talking, we don't listen to what other people talk, and actually the other people is our body, okay? So that there is a problem now. The entire Wing Chun world is like that. And that's why I say this, because whoever cannot face reality please do not continue watch on here, because the facts, the truth, what I'm going to share with you today is going to change your life. But then if you take your grandmaster like some godlike, you will be really disappointed. But then again, no grandmaster asks you to make them a grandmaster like godlike anyway. Like if I die and after 100 years, I have never tell you that I'm a god anyway, so don't make me a god, okay? So a lot of thing is we make something up like a godlike, and then we actually using our idea to think. So for example, I give you an example. That is a girl years ago chasing the starlet for a movie star. So this girl go everywhere and then sell she's from a poor family. Her dad even have to sell his kidney or something like that for her to go to meet up with the star and everything. And she even dreamed that that person, that star is going to marry her. And it turns out that when she went there, even though people is polite, that is not the case. And out that there are all kinds of like suicide, all kinds of stuff. And it is a sad story, okay? So for martial art, the reason why I like Qi Guang is because it's down to earth. Hey, the people in the southern China cannot live there because of the pirates and so forth. So you need to settle the thing using whatever is needed, solving the problem, not playing all this politics and everybody suffer. So today I like to share with you something which is going to shock the entire world, but and actually my friend joking at me said, well, Hendrik, are you starting a USA Wing Chun? I said, yes, so be it, right? So if you want to name me like that, you do it, okay? And it is ancient Wing Chun and sports science. Now, let me start with this. Have you ever heard about people say that if you train Wing Chun, you must not lift weight?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I've heard about that. So.
Okay. Did anybody tell you why? Why not? What is the situations that you must not do that?
Well, what I've heard was it causes stiffness and it slows you down.
Exactly. Yeah. You bulk up, you become slow. Yeah, for mobility reasons.
Good answer. Now, have you seen people like Bruce Lee's inch punch? Everybody is following Bruce Lee inch punch. Like that Wing Chun have this long bridge as exert force, long fist exert force, Chiong Q, fat leg. Okay, like mean you put your left hand there, like Bruce Lee, you know, you see his inch punch there, straight out, and then think. You see that all around, right? This is Wing Chun, right? Now I want to tell you both not legit. By ancient evidence, by science, and I want you guys here today is now I want you guys to really experience it right away, so the entire thing need to change, okay? Because we cannot be yes men. We cannot be chasing starlet like the girl, okay? That is problem. If you don't solve, nobody gonna solve for you, okay? Now, many of the stuff is made up in the past 80 years or so, like the long bridge, Chiong Q, fat leg, all those stuff, okay? The Bruce Lee inch punch is also not Wing Chun, okay? I can say that today, okay? Many people might say, oh, Hendrik, what do you mean? Well, be patient, listen to me to let you experience what is going on technically, okay? Because if you don't know this, you will never develop your Xiu Lim Tao, you will never develop your Wing Chun, okay? Now, So let's get into it. Wing Chun is supposed to be, you heard about, everybody talk about the hand is like a bamboo or a rattan.
Yeah.
Has to be flexible, soft, right?
Yeah.
If you do it like an inch punch of Bruce Lee, does it is soft or you just stick one rod?
Iron rod, yeah, it's like an iron rod.
Right? You like a rod, you say I snap with the rod and then I just push it, right? That is something really wrong there, okay? Which is in past 100 years, at least that nobody ever in the YouTube and in the Asia mentioned this, at least not in the public, and at least not what we can scan them. Now, you both have read this book,
yeah,
Wing Chun Inception. So in Wing Chun Inception, in page 21, Y2 here, it said that two hands raised up in front aware of the yin and yang. Y2. Let me explain to you what it is.
Yeah.
So that here on, don't get into this internal Tai Chi, yin yang, or all those nonsense. This hand, okay? You know there are 6 core elements, right? The first is the element of the physical. And then you have the breathing and so forth. And then you can have the chi, which is the 4th element, which is the same in this book. You have it, okay? Do you know that this hand, if you don't use it properly, you will never be able to get that type of the flexible and the rattan-like or the bamboo-like of strength? If you don't use it properly, disregard of who, whatever, name dropping or who mentioned what, you will never get that, okay? That is from the Y2 teaching. You raise up your hand, and there's a yin and yang. So this is the yin side. This is the yang side. Also, this is called the hard side. This is called the soft side.
Soft side.
Okay? Now, this is hard side. This is soft side. You need to know how to use this hand in order to produce the Wing Chun Jing or Wing Chun strength. Okay? Like in the Tai Chi, we say Fa Jing, right? Wing Chun Jing. So in the Wing Chun saying, it said that using the hard and soft together, right? Now, let's do an experiment. Everybody do this San Pai Fat this way, right? You guys all do this, right? Right?
Yeah, for me.
You do this, okay? You do this, okay? You do this, okay? Okay, I want you to feel that first, okay? Not the punch, you know, the San Pai Fat thing, okay? Okay, that thing. People do this way, do this way, do this way, all this way, okay? You can see all kind of thing, right? This one in the Xiu Lim Tao, right? Now, you feel that thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, according to the ancient teaching, if you use the yang side, like you straighten out the yang side or the hard side, you straighten out, your body turn into a rod. Put your hand out there. Even put the fist, you know, like the Bruce Lee's inch power. It's like a rod. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you use the yin side, you will feel like it break down. If you push out there, there's no support. Okay, put your hand like this, right? So the Aikido guy will love to have your hand like that because I get it, I'm gonna break your hand right away because there's no support. Is that true, Mr. Aikido?
Yes.
Right? This is the extreme of the yin. This is the extreme of the yang. This one will not shoot out but become a rod. This one is complete, it break down. Feel it? Can you feel that? Like it's very
Yeah.
insecure. Now, this hand, if you do this way, you go push it out, you can see that it's yang side. It doesn't have this. It's going extreme. Disregard of this and that. So how to properly do that? How to activate both together? Because you said in Wing Chun, right? Using the hard and soft in the same, or using the yin and yang the same, right? You put this, your hand like this. You see, like this way? Not like this way, okay? Like this way, like this way, like this way, okay? Now you push out like that. Okay, not like this. Do not bend your wrist. Like your wrist is this, your wrist is at this shape, not this shape, this shape. You see this shape, the wrist?
Yeah.
Okay, if you push this out, you can feel this side and this side. Am I right? Now you can slap like this.
Yeah.
Flexible, right? Straight, right?
Yeah.
Right? The minute you do this, your hand become a rod.
Yeah.
So this means you go extremely yang. Same thing.
Extreme yin, extreme yang.
If you push a palm, put a palm strike straight, it's the entire thing will be dislocated, and then the guy will like to break your hand there. But if you push it back a little bit, like this, then you can feel both sides. Don't go straight, you go side. Okay? You can feel that. You feel the difference between this one and this one, between this one and this one. You feel the difference, right?
Okay, very different. Yeah.
So this is the case. Why is Wing Chun do not want to lift weight? Because you don't want to do the lifting so heavy that you rely only on this muscle. You don't use this muscle. You look at a lot of Kung Fu guy, they have only this muscle. They just punch with this, and it just like a discrete. Is that it cannot flow because you always go for the hard side. Now, if you do something like that, you can change right away. If you do something with the extreme yin or yang, you're dead meat. I go like that, the Aikido guy like Bill will break my arm because once he get the joint lock me. But if I go like that, then not necessary he can have the techniques works. The same if I go like that, he can throw me because this become a rock. Like, right? The Aikido throw right now.
Yeah.
Now, so this is the extreme. Now, you see a lot of Kung Fu guy, they don't know how to use the yin and yang in the same time. So that's why they can train for their kids. Even old grandmaster, their hand, when they put their hand out, you see like a rock. It's never be flexible. So it is not about who's Kung Fu, who have the secret teaching. It's just in Wing Chun Inception, the Y2 do you have the proper teaching? If you don't know this teaching, you can train 1,000 years, you get nowhere. Now, the Bilji, the spear hand is not like this. If you like this, you're pushing, driving with this. It's the spear hand, it's like this. Try it, you see. Okay, push it, stick it out like that. Okay, see whether it is from this yang side or the hard side. Yeah. You have a rod there, but you have nothing shoot out there. Okay, now I want you to going down a little, like gliding a little bit.
It has like a bouncing effect.
It's flexible.
Exactly.
It's flexible, right? It's flexible. It's not a rod pushing out a rod.
Yeah.
Now, so if you go lifting weight, if you lift too heavy, you're gonna have to force to use your yang side to support. But if you don't use a very heavy weight, you can use both sides. So lifting weight is not wrong. Just you are not a power lifter. So don't do it like a power lifter. You know what it is, okay? And also you can go train your Bruce Lee inch punch demonstration for 1,000 years. If you don't know how to handle this yin and yang side, you will never be flexible and develop that rattan or the bamboo or sticking type of power. Your jing is not that way. And you don't want to go to the Tai Chi. Those are soap opera. Okay, there's a learning opera move. You want to know how to use this jing. Okay.
So is the whole idea of the yin and yang, like, you know, you get a power lifter, right? They come up to you, they get the rod, they go boom, and they hit you, and it's going to really hurt. But you're paying that strength with slow speed. It's kind of finding the balance. Is that the idea? What you're looking for? The yin and yang is, yeah, you might give up a little bit of power, but you're gaining speed. And
yin and yang is a continuum. You can use the yin side or you can use the yang side of the or dominate by yin or dominate by yang. And if you dominate by yin and yang, you always have the speed and the power. But once you get the extremely yin and yang, you can have the power, but your speed is a problem there. And the most important thing is you cannot have a machine gun there, because it's very hard to change from the yin to yang if you go extreme.
There's a commitment in the move.
So for example, it's like in throw. If I go like that straight, I'm very difficult to change that so that to avoid you grab me and throw me. But if I'm in the yin yang balance there, I can change adaptively in the flow. So that is where the flow comes. You got me? Don't be a yes man. Don't be a yes man. Okay, I don't want to be yes man here. Tell your truth. Okay, is that true? When your hand is like that, you have more handling, and you have live that.
There's no commitment. If I do this, I'm committed.
Wait.
So it's very hard to change.
No, stop using the words commitment. This is called bet. This is not commit. This is commit too. The issue is I commit, I can bounce, I can make use of the recycling of the momentum and entire thing. This is a dead thing. So stop. No, do not use the term in the wrong way. Well, I throw a roundhouse kick, everybody throw a roundhouse kick is a commitment, yes. But you try to go closer, come with the back kick. Now the issue for this kind of stuff is that you're going down there, you have no recycling can be used. Power lifter, they lift, done, complete. But in the fight, when the thing slammed down, I need to recycle the thing. How can I change?
True.
So you're always given a change of redirection with the yin and the yang. So even though you're hitting hard, you can recycle it because you haven't committed to the full yang where you're going, I'm just going to put all my weight in and hope for the best.
You don't go extreme. You don't hope for the best. It's just like if you read my book, what do you call that? I don't know whether it's here. Oh, here. For the recycling of momentum. The entire body needs to be recycled. If you cannot recycle, there is your break point. I will love your break point. Okay? So it's not that I don't commit. When you strike, you commit everything. The only thing is that those who have handling be able to recycle it, be it strength or momentum. Well, strength is the fifth of the six core element. Every of those things can be recycled. If you don't have the yin yang proper handling or development, you cannot recycle. that means you will be delayed, you will be breaking apart, right? It's like Bill said that you just go punch and that's it. If you miss that thing, you're over. So don't talk about commitment. Commitment is a wrong term to keeping saying that, oh, I have a commitment, you must not commit. What do you mean by I must not commit? I commit fully. That's a real fight. But then I can recycle it. The reason why you cannot do the recycling is not because of your commitment, it's your body, your functional training is not commit. Go to the guy, you know, I'm not a guy like Bill who know how to throw and so forth, good. Left I can throw, you go the other way, he can throw you too, because they can recycle that throw. It's not like I want to do a Ippon Sonaige, oops, I cannot do it. Now what's next? It's not, it changed in the middle.
Yeah.
So this is the life. This is make things alive. This is make things be able to change. Your sticky hand and everything need to change. Okay. So now you got a problem. Why is you got a problem? Your entire world practice Xu Tao this way, this way, this way, this way. That just telling me that you don't know. Everybody said they are Xu Tao. Okay, you check for all the lineages Xu Tao for past 100 years. You see, go to the YouTube, see all the grandmaster, everybody practice doing their hand this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. When you do that way, I know right away you don't know how to use the yin yang. So there's evidence. Can we caught people by evidence? Sure. Can you read his body? Read his 6 core element. That's why I said recycling momentum. Can you read it? Now, today I share with you the recycle of the strength. Can you read it? So don't give me all this slow Tai Chi, this Jing. What Jing? And this is only what? Externally train the bone, muscle, and sinews. What internal? But even if this is not known, what internal you have?
True.
You couldn't even handle it. So if everybody, 4 million people say in Wing Chun practice Xu Tao this way, you know it's dead. You put the elbow power there, you know right away it become extreme to the hard way. That's your body. It's not Hendrik said. So now, how are you going to train something with extremely hard, getting into this like willow trees, like rattans, like spring? You can't. How can you accelerate? And then your palm, like your BUG, you want to accelerate. Input, send it out, and you'll be able to get back. Now, if you go BUG this way, it's the entire thing lost. If you do this, entire thing lost, and you know that this is the gap that your opponent will grab you, throw you, break your hand. But you do this, when you come, you can change. Who said you cannot change? Recycling of the strength. Right? I can change the entire thing. I can fall myself. I don't have to have my joint locked. So if you're keeping training like that and you say, oh, you complain, oh, it's not fair that the Jiu-Jitsu friend or the BJJ friend grabbed me this way, or Aikido grabbed me this way. What the heck are you talking about? You don't know your body. So now today I reveal this to say, well, Hendrik is bad-mouthing. You want to change or you want to stay drop that? Why? It's not violating Hendrik's rules. It's violating the human body. And this is the as in the Wing Chun Inception, the Y2. The Y2. So it's just such a simple thing. If it's not mentioned, you'll never get it.
Yeah.
So this is called the proper teaching. Proper teaching is not by what I am Hendrik. My Sifu is this guy, and this guy is this guy, and this guy is this guy. Go up to this guy, and then go to whatever. No, do you know that thing? Can you handle that thing? So the minute you see the Xiu Lin Tao, go check all the Xiu Lin Tao from everybody. When you get this and everything, I can tell you that it is like to go to the patent court. Okay, in a patent lawsuit for patent, the judge say, okay, you say you don't copy him for this, but how come you make the same mistake with him? Okay, now I caught you in that, right? If you say you copy something right, hey Bill, because of Kirchhoff law, we got the same way of doing it right? Now, if I caught you on your Kirchhoff law, both is not balanced out to zero, your current law. So why do you do that? Okay.
It's copied.
So for me, is that you when one guy copy the entire circle, copy, then you drag it down the trap. Now, so I am in pain too. Should I say this today? Or I shouldn't say this? Okay. So that's why I make a disclaimer at the beginning. And you guys, you guys know this, right? You can, don't it's play yes man. Is that true? Doing this way and doing this way. Is that true?
It's different.
You can feel the power that way, but I feel it's all locked in here. It doesn't feel.
Yeah, it's like
fast.
Now it's in the S21. That one's different than this. Totally different.
When you have something locked, you have to watch out that become the handle of the grappler. Because the grappler loves you when your hand is locked.
Makes life easy.
Yes. Because there's a handle.
It's a gift. Yeah.
So if you're keeping talking, no commitment, you're using a wrong term. It is not the commitment this problem. It is you go extreme and you don't know you are going extreme. This is practicing Xiu Lin Tao. This way is going extreme. This way. As soon as your wrist is like this, is going extreme. You look like all the wrist lock. Didn't they want to bend this first before they lock it? So why do you want to do that? Okay. So you don't want it to, this is very difficult. If they want to wrist lock you with this, they have to do all kinds of stuff before they can wrist lock. If you put that, your wrist lock. Now, when they try to do something, you can change, okay? Because your hand is not extreme. So yin and yang is about not going extreme. You want to balance out the yin and yang. Soft is not extreme either. Hard is never extreme. Only that way you are lively and you be able to develop the Kung Fu of, we call the flexible, very fast, and soft art. Single
Y2.
Single Y2. You'll be able to train them, develop them. It's not sitting down there, this is right, in my opinion, this is right, and yet everything is locking your wrist. So you can tell me about 1,000 people, 1,000 grandmaster. I look at that, I just check your wrist. I know that you cannot do it. You lock your elbow. I know your body now have a problem. So a good grappler will know. They can spot the thing which is your habit of that handles. If you're keeping practice that every day, people know your handle, just get in and grab the handle, you're over. And you can never be soft like water. You cannot flow like water. So the Bruce Lee inch punch is nice. There's extreme yang or extreme hard type of stuff. It worth not much at all in a real fight. In the martial art value, it doesn't worth anything much, especially you put it out there, your handle is there for people, you go extreme, after one shot, you cannot have the second shot. You want to do something like that?
It's so funny. I just watched a show on a guy who's a brilliant doctor, and he was working with martial artists, showing him how to get maximum power. And I was watching him teach it, and I was going, yeah, that's maximum power, but they look stiff. You know what I mean? It looked like they were generating a ton of power. But in the ring, I got, man, I don't know. I think they might get killed. They better hit them.
So right now, you know, this is the real authentic teaching of the ancient Chinese of yin and yang. Yin yang, you don't want to go extreme. There is a life there. So there is a transformation. The minute yin and yang go extreme is a death. So the sixth element I share with you now with this book, the momentum. With this book, right now, with this video, the strength.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody is God. Even me, I can screw up. But if your Xulin Tao practice that way, it's time for you to change. It's not about who believe in who. It's not about, that's why I'm always asking people in Asia, is your grandmaster's title and name is more important or the truth where the system is? Okay, make a difference. Are you champion your grandmaster or you champion Wing Chun? They are two different things. Okay. So this is what I like to share with you. Go try it. And I know this might rock the boat of Wing Chun, but as what I said in the beginning, don't watch this video because now once you find out, you cannot go back. You know what is the truth of your body, right?
Yeah.
But the notion is what? We are Wing Chuners or traditional Chinese Kung Fu practitioner or martial artists. We speak the truth. We want people to be better. I might, you know what? It's easy for me to say, you pay me 10,000 US to teach you this secret. If I don't tell you, you're going to be able to find out. Today, I just give everybody so that you can improve. Okay? I don't want your money, but the thing is that the truth has to be said. And that's why you want the real internal Wing Chun is in this book. That's why I said left and right, I can share with you what is what. So see you guys.
Thank you.